Double game week 28 went from bad to worse when Cole Palmer scored and assisted against Newcastle on Monday night. And with one match remaining, a score of 32 points minus 4 has seen a drop down to 148,000. The hit to bring in Milos Kerkez almost certainly goes down as failure after he was hooked at half-time against Sheffield United, having been booked. His replacement, Dango Ouattara, will be pushing for a start in midweek after a goal and assist from the bench. And to make matters worse, Pedro Porro, who I would have otherwise played, kept an unlikely clean sheet at Villa Park. Son Heung-min was the only standout in midfield, with a direct hand in 3 of Tottenham's 4 goals. Only Ryan Christie has created more big chances than his 2 during the game week so far. Dominic Solanke's triple captainers can count themselves unlucky after a bizarre penalty miss and a goal chalked off by VAR for handball. Likewise, it's been a slow start to the double game week for Carlton Morris, but blanks from Erling Haaland and Phil Foden have softened the blow. So let's move on to the transfer plans for Blank Game Week 29. The free hit is understandably proving popular this week, but I'm still looking to avoid using it and aim to field 11 players for a -4. I've already confirmed one transfer, which sees James Maddison come in for Phil Foden. The Spurs playmaker opened the scoring against Aston Villa with his 4th goal involvement in 6 matches since returning from injury. Fulham have given up 14 big chances across their last 4 home matches, with only Sheffield United and Aston Villa allowing more. My second transfer, which I plan on making later in the week, will see Ivan Toney replace Dominic Solanke. The Brentford striker has bagged 4 goals and an assist since returning from his ban in game week 21. He's been afforded 9 big chances in that spell, trailing only Watkins with 10 and Haaland with 12 among forwards. I'll be playing the wildcard soon after this week, either for game week 30 or 31, depending on news of future double game weeks. And I expect to use the free hit in game week 34, assuming that becomes a double game week for at least 4 teams. So Foden and Solanke to Maddison and Toney is the plan for a 4-point hit, and here's how the team is set to line up. I expect to lose ground on free hitters when it comes to the goalkeeper spot, with Mark Flecken a popular target ahead of Brentford's visit to Burnley. Alphonse Areola meanwhile hosts an Aston Villa side with 14 goals in their last 6 away matches. Only Spurs and Arsenal have scored more. Matty Cash could be my weakest link in defence, with doubts re-emerging over his starting place now that Ezri Konsa, Diego Carlos and Pau Torres have all returned to fitness. But Unai Emery utilised Cash as a right wing-back against Spurs in game week 28, where he took 2 shots, including a big chance missed. Spurs right-back Pedro Porro will no doubt prove popular among free hit users after his return last weekend. The Spaniard attempted a match-leading 5 crosses. Fulham have scored 12 goals in 8 matches since the turn of the year, with 6 teams managing fewer. It's a fairly template midfield, where Ross Barkley will be the biggest differential. He's currently on a run of 5 successive blanks ahead of Wednesday's tie with Bournemouth, but only Doughty has carved out more attempted assists among Luton players in that spell, and only Morris can improve on his 10 shots. Nottingham Forest have shipped 9 goals in their last 4 away matches, with only Newcastle, Luton, Burnley and Crystal Palace allowing more. Jared Bowen was left largely frustrated as West Ham came from 2-0 down to earn a hard-fought point against Burnley. He created a big chance for Mohamed Kudus, but the Ghanaian fired over from close range. That was Bowen's 4th big chance involvement in the last 3 game weeks, where only Kai Havertz has played a hand in more goals among midfielders. Joining potential new signing Ivan Toney up front will be Ollie Watkins, who's found returns in each of his last 3 away matches, totaling 5 goals and 3 assists. Only Rodrigo Muniz and Haaland have attempted more shots among forwards in the last 6 game weeks. West Ham have shipped 11 goals in their last 4 home matches, with only Sheffield United allowing more. Carlton Morris ranks 4th among forwards in the last 6 game weeks. Only Solanke, Watkins and Haaland can improve on his 2.9 expected goals in that time, and only Julian Alvarez has fared better for expected assists. Son Heung-min rivals Toney for captaincy, on the back of 2 goals and 3 assists in his last 4 outings. The South Korean has carved out 4 big chances in that time, with only Kevin De Bruyne fashioning more. He's racked up a further 3 big chances himself, which ranks joint top with Timo Werner among teammates. Spurs have scored an impressive 15 goals across their last 6 away matches, with only Arsenal managing more. Fulham have conceded 19 goals in 7 matches against the top 5 teams this season, an average of 2.7 per game.